folks, Elliott Holtz here again, Strength Camp TV, and today I'm going to answer a question that I get all the time: what should I use for supplements? And I'm just going to tell you exactly what I use. I'm going to tell you what my athletes use to get ridiculously strong, put on weight, get big, get explosive. The supplements that I recommend to them, the ones that I actually use myself. And I'll talk to you a little bit about the meal plan that I recommend that I use with all my athletes. In fact, I just had one kid come in and gain 20 pounds in 3 weeks. No lie. I'll try to get a testimonial from him and put it up for you guys this week. 20 pounds in 3 weeks, and the kid eats the way I just described here, I'm going to tell you today, and lifts the way that we do here at Strength Camp. So, the top supplements, in my opinion, the things that I use is, number one, I use a whey protein. Now, because I am already fairly large and I really can't gain any more weight, I use a low-calorie whey protein shake. Now, if you're trying to gain weight, I recommend like Metrex or Myoplex, one of these things that have more calories in them. And that way, those extra calories will help you gain weight. What I also do is, and this is a secret, listen real closely, what I do is I add heavy cream to my whey protein shakes. The truth about protein, pure protein, is that your body does not break it down in the absence of fats. And it just makes perfect sense, because if you look in nature, all proteins are associated with fats, and the highest quality proteins are those found in animals or from animals. For example, eggs have egg yolks. Nowhere in nature are egg yolks found without egg whites found without the yolk. The reason being is that those fats, those saturated fats that are in there, are helpful to your body. They're called like fat-soluble activators. They activate the proteins that are in the egg whites. So we never separate yolks from whites. The same thing with meat. The meats that are associated with the fattier cuts, like beef and things like that, those really allow your body to grow. You get stronger, much more muscular, explosive, and things of that nature because of the fat that's associated with it, especially if you're eating high-quality meats like grass-fed meats. So that's my rant on that. The next supplement that I always recommend, and there are a lot of questions about it, tons, is creatine. And the one I'm using right now is BSN. I don't know if it's the best. I'm the type to find something and stick with it for a long time. I've used Phosphagen HP from EAS for years with great results. Someone recommended this. It's called Cell Mass. And the funny thing about this is that it works faster than a lot of the other supplements or creatines that I've used in the past. If there's something that you're using and you feel that it works really well, let me know. I'll try it out and I'll tell you about it. But within 3 days of loading and just following the directions on the bottle, I don't do anything fancy, you're going to notice an increase in weight, an increase in size, and more importantly, an increase in your strength. So whether or not there's so much misconception about creatine, but the fact of the matter is that I have never had any poor results with it or any adverse side effects, and neither have any of the hundreds of athletes that I've recommended it to. So get your hands on some creatine. And finally, the next two that I recommend are vitamin C and glutamine. Now, to tell you the honest truth here, I use these supplements not necessarily to get bigger and stronger, but to help recover from the grueling workouts that I do and the grueling workouts that I recommend my athletes do and that we do here at Strength Camp, so that we can really hit it hard again the following week. That's really what you're using nutrition for, is in order to recover from your workouts. Now, here's where we go a little bit deeper. These are like the icing on the cake. The truth of the matter here, folks, is if you're not eating a high-calorie, high-dense nutrition diet, and I'll tell you exactly how I break it down in a moment, and then you're using supplements, you're not going to get the results that you expect. These are not magic. They help add to the foundation of your program. Now, here is my mass-building nutrition formula, and this is what you're going to do. You're going to take your body weight, not your lean body weight, but your body weight. If you're really fat, well, if you're really fat, then take your lean body weight. But if you're just average, take your body weight times 20. Sounds like a lot. That's the amount of calories that you're going to want to eat a day in order to gain mass. Now, break those calories up into 60% carbohydrates. That's a lot of brown rice, folks. You want to go about 30% protein and 10% fat. Now that sounds strange. A lot of carbs, Elliott, and some proteins and fats. I found that you get a response, like an insulin-like growth factor response from eating that high amount of carbs early on in your weight gain program, and I find that we get great results with that. So make sure that you try that program out. It's outlined in detail in my Gridiron Strongman System book, so you can check that out. And what I'm going to do is there are a ton of things that I like to talk about. There are a ton of things that I could ramble on and on and on and on and on and on about, but I'm going to drop some links down below this video if you're watching it on my blog at healthstrength.com, so you can get a little bit more insight as to why we use these things and how the truth behind them. And if you're watching this on YouTube, just click that button up there. It'll take you to my blog, and you can check those links out. And I'll throw another video down there also, so you can watch me deadlifting, just for fun. Peace!